Hey guys, welcome back to SourceFedNerd. I'm Trisha Hirschberger, and in the war to make the best possible smartphone, the most important factor is user experience, which is largely determined by the operating system. The two forerunners being iOS7 and Android 4.3 Jelly Bean. So in case you were thinking about checking out the other side of the Apple-Android war, here's a side-by-side comparison of the nitty-gritty. Let's tech and spec iOS7 versus Android 4.3 Jelly Bean. Now when you first pick up your device, you'll notice the look right off the bat. If you have the lock screen enabled, you'll get a pretty basic looking lock screen from Apple with the time on the screen and access to the control center camera, and you can see the notifications. You swipe to the right to unlock and move on to your home screen. Now on Android, you have widgets and settings to make the screen have whatever kind of look you want and give you access to whatever you like, and swiping in any direction takes you to the home screen. Now as far as the home screen goes, iOS 7 holds 24 icons per screen, whereas Jelly Bean offers 20 despite the usual larger screen size and better resolution. Both offer folders, so it's not quite as much of an issue, and Android has way more customization via live wallpapers, custom launchers, and widgets. Now for those of you who are unaccustomed to widgets, they are smaller running versions of programs right on your screen that also serve as a shortcut to the full app most of the time. But while Android offers you more options, iOS 7 streamlines the process for you when you are able to make changes. For example, it automatically changes the text color for you on screen when you update the wallpaper. Makes it easy. iOS 7 also features the parallax effect, which shifts the wallpaper in the background depending on the angle that you are holding the device at, which can be either really nice and cute or disorienting, depending how sensitive you are. Now let's talk accessibility. Android has its notification bar, a top-down swipe menu showing notifications, and letting you quickly access toggle buttons for frequently used settings. iOS 7 adds this functionality, but splits it between a notification center, swiping down from the top, and the control center, swiping up from the bottom. While iOS 7's extra menus are easier to accidentally pop out, they are accessible from any screen, unlike Android, where a full screen app might make the notification bar unreachable. And I like me my notification bar. As far as the basic phone and text features go, both phones have got this down pat. They should by now. Both OSs have a phone app featuring your contacts, recent calls, favorites, and a dial screen. Jelly Bean automatically shows contacts pictures, which is nice, but iOS 7 makes it easier to block users for when you're really mad at them. Both virtual keyboards are simple to use and have a bunch of input languages and decent enough predictive text. Android advantages include a smiley button and swipe, which I will never be able to live without, allowing you to slide your finger from letter to letter for speed texting. iOS 7 has iMessage, which is usually faster for data transmission, and it allows you to see if the other user that you're talking to is typing currently. Hey Android, can you please do this with Google Hangouts? Please? Email is easy to set up on both operating systems and pretty straightforward. The calendar apps both get their jobs done as well, with seamless syncing to cloud storage either via iCloud or Google Calendars. Internet browsers and maps on both operating systems provide comparable functions, and as far as multitasking goes, iOS 7 added app preview windows and a way to swipe apps away to close them. Android has the same feature but adds a screen cap of the last time you used the app. Android 4.3 Jelly Bean also has split screen functionality and lets you have multiple users on one device, so that say a whole family can share a tablet without having access to each other's private stuffs. Multimedia on your phone is a big deciding factor as well. Android 4.3 Jelly Bean allows you to purchase and copy and paste your video and music files however you like, whereas on iOS 7 you have to use iTunes. iOS 7 offers iTunes Radio to stream music, where Android 4.3 Jelly Bean has Play Music All Access. They're pretty even on that front. Artificial intelligence is available on both operating systems, Siri for iOS 7 and Google Now for Android Jelly Bean. My experience using both is that Siri is a little bit better at understanding everyday slang and more casual phrases, and Google Now is pretty good at anticipating what you're asking for, and it supplies it in other areas. For example, if you ask Google Now to Google search laser tag, Google Now will also offer you directions from your current location to the nearest laser tag arena. Camera features are greatly increased on iOS 7, offering filters, image location sorting, red eye removal, etc. Android camera features vary greatly depending what actual phone you decide to go with, but stock camera software on Android 4.3 Jelly Bean is a little bit lacking. There are way more share features on Android though, say for example Instagram. So there we have it, a breakdown of the two biggest, baddest smartphone operating systems out there, and they're both pretty fantastic. I say, as someone who's used many varieties of both systems, that it's simply two different worlds. It's apples and oranges. It's two different things. So lucky for the consumers out there, both worlds are competing to be the best of the best, giving you and I the best products possible. Keep climbing that ladder. I want to see what's up here, guys. Now, please know that these are not the only two options out there for operating systems, but these are certainly the most frequently asked about and sought after. So what do you think of the new iOS 7 in comparison to Android 4.3 Jelly Bean? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. You can click this annotation or go to SourceFed.com and see all of our typed out bloggy stuff. My name's Trisha Hirschberger, and the technophile in me cannot wait to see what Android 4.4 KitKat has to offer, although I probably won't get that update until way late, and then I'll have to be jealous, and I'll probably have to sideload it and maybe brick my device, and it's all for science though, right? And my own impatience.